YouTube, what's going on today, man? Listen, welcome back to the channel. Guys, this Mr. Beast thing, it's stinky. Fellas, this is the biggest YouTuber in the world with predominantly a following of little children. There's a lot more coming out around this story. We're going to cover it and we're going to talk about it because I want to see the conclusion in all this. I want to see where all of this goes because I think it's really important to have a precedent. How many rules can the biggest YouTuber in the world break? And now we know that Beast intends to respond to all of this here soon. You guys like the video? Don't forget to like the video, man. And drop your comment down below. Give me your thoughts and your prediction and enjoy the upload. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. Peace and love, gang. Smell that? It stinks.
Just when you thought the world's largest YouTuber, Mr. Beast, and the story around his epic reputational collapse couldn't get worse, there's been an interesting group of people that have remained relatively quiet. Meanwhile, all of his former employees are making huge money, absolutely dunking on him. Now we've started to see some of these bigger mainstream content creators come out and demand responses.
Mr. Beast messed up, big time. I feel like I wake up every day to new allegations against Mr. Beast that are somehow worse than the previous allegations. And now there are just so many allegations, they're hard to keep track of. And apparently, the worst is yet to come. I did watch the rest of the video, and I did see the illegal lotteries, right? The forging the signatures, and didn't make enough comments about how that was wrong to do. And like, frankly, it is fucked up to sell hoodies that have your signature that somebody else signed on your behalf is wrong, right? You shouldn't do that. And personally, I think Mr. Beast should do right by those people. He's rich, fucking refund them, right? And then the illegal lottery, the same thing. I just talked to Dogpack offline, and he gave me a good perspective, which is that, look, I know Mr. Beast, the person. And with my experiences with him, I came to the conclusion that, I thought he was a good person. I thought he was doing right by people. I never worked at Mr. Beast Incorporated. I just know as like talent on shoots how he operates. And Dogpack came with the POV of, well, look, dude, you don't know Mr. Beast, the company, right? Or Mr. Beast, like the CEO or whatever the title he has at his company. And the things he does there, they don't operate well, all right? His employees aren't being treated right. But I had to divorce the idea of like this guy that I knew and what I think about this guy versus how he operated his company and the bad things his company did. And if you're wondering how I feel about it, I'll tell you right now. I think Jimmy needs to make a reply. Like, he technically doesn't need to. He uploaded a YouTube video and it got 120 million views. And he could probably continue to upload videos without ever replying.
Right, he could
and
just
continue to get hundreds of millions of views.
Yeah.
But I won't be able to support him. I won't support him in any way, shape, or form if that's what he does. Because I think he needs to reply specifically to why he hired a sex offender. How did that happen? That's a crazy thing to do with a guy who runs a channel that is primarily targeted towards children.
Yeah, that would be probably a good thing to reply to. Why are you knowing this about people and then hiring people that are working around kids? I don't know the details of the case, but I know the guy's on the list, and that's probably not a good thing.
This is an important thing that a lot of people in leadership roles don't understand. When you are a leader, you need to be making the best decisions for your team. Nobody is obligated or required legally to serve you. People have chosen to work at your company. They have put in their trust in you. They have said, we believe in you. We are going to give you our decision-making power because you can make decisions on our best interest. And ask yourself the question.
Asthma's the GOAT, man.
Are you working in your employees and your team's best interest
I don't know why, but
by potentially hiring a bomb that could explode? The answer to that is obviously no. And this is what happens. This is the selfish altruism that hurts so many people, is that everybody thinks that they're doing a good thing by, oh yeah, well, we're going to give this person another chance. Right? Oh, well, you can change. You can make that decision for yourself. But when you involve other people with that decision, your sense of altruism and feeling like you're doing the right thing, I don't care about that anymore. You need to do what's best for the people that have put their faith in you to do what's best for them. You're betraying them to make yourself feel like you're doing the right thing. So he made the wrong decision, even if the guy is totally innocent. This was a big mistake to make. You shouldn't have done this. That's the way I see it when the content's for kids.
But the guy's not innocent. Yo, sidebar, the music behind him talking, not like an inspiring topic or anything, but inspirational, you know?
Yeah, it jeopardizes everything.
Apologize to Jake Weddle. How did that situation end up as it was? Were producers on it fired? Like, what course of action was taken? Like, how is right done so no one else is treated like Jake again? You know? Everyone who bought a forged Mr. Beast hoodie got to get their money back. They got scammed. I love a good scam, but that's probably a little too much. Everyone who participated in an illegal lottery needs to have right done by them, right? You need to just make up for everyone who participated in those, because that is against the law, and then also show how you change your business practices so that doesn't happen again. And finally, I also need to know about, like, Beast Games. Like, what is going on there? Obviously, a lot of that's shrouded in secrecy, and it's like, you know, little whispers. So what's actually going on? And that still doesn't account for him having to reply for things that haven't yet come out, right? Dogpack says a third part's coming out, and it's about how he covered up like sexual assault at the workplace.
So I will just tell you, James, what will be in part 3,
man.
so you don't have to harass my people. It will be about serious allegations of sexual misconduct in the company and direct involvement in covering up those crimes.
That's obviously a very, very big claim to make. People putting their hands on people who they shouldn't have been. Obviously, that's really bad. And again, the stupid, like,
My question to you guys, chat, and just everybody who watches this video, how far does this have to go, you know, before something actually happens? Action takes place, right? He's already kind of broken the law on some, like, smaller things. But, like, if this stuff comes out and it's true, what happens?
He was mean to me in a video. I don't care about that. The fact that he broke the law, the fact that he had his co-hosts forge his signature and sell it to his fans, I think you've got to make right about that. Having these creeps work for you, not a good look. And by the way, I just want to point out how hilarious it is. All of this is because he chose to blindly back his friend in their transition when many point out that he abandoned his family and, you know, robbed his son of having a father. And look,
this guy right here, and I stand on all that.
It's extremely likely that he always knew that this guy was a little out there, a little weird. Then the Discord leaks come out. That's weird. And he said nothing. All he had to say was, this guy is weird. I fired him. Moving on. Instead, he has been sweeping for him, and his entire reputation is down the tank.
Now, I did talk to Mr. Beast because I was actually supposed to partner with him. The timing's not great. Obviously, we had these conversations months before any of this came out. But Feastables, his chocolate bar company, was supposed to be one of the big sponsors for Streamer Games. It was inked. We were supposed to do it. I called him, and I said two things. One, when are you going to reply? And he echoed what was said in the Dogpack video, which is when everything comes out, he's going to make one reply as opposed to a reply after every single video. We'll see when that happens. And then two, he allowed me to pull out.
And one of the most interesting ones is this story right here. Half the things that are said are not true. I wouldn't be with him if they were. Mr. Beast girlfriend defends the YouTuber following recent allegations. Hey guys, only half the things are true. All right.
Look at that smile, man. No way.
Only half. Now you have Amazon's massive TV deal with YouTube's top star turned sour. There is so much speculation around this Amazon deal with Mr. Beast, and rumors are saying that they are completely frustrated. They want out of the deal. He has full creative control, and Amazon basically turned everything over to him, and now it's an absolute disaster. Beast Games contestants describe horrific conditions under Mr. Beast. It's a shit show. It's a disaster. Rosanna Pansino, who has been on several Mr. Beast videos, and she has been well ahead of the curve on all of this. She has been calling a lot of this stuff out.
Thousands of comments are being deleted daily on Mr. Beast's newest video.
Mr. Beast has been deleting all the comments that speak on the situation about him being a fraud.
Has he
actually? It doesn't matter if you don't space out your comment, they will all be deleted.
Much of Reddit is blocking threads on the topic. This includes his own subreddit that...
This is insane, man. This is absolutely crazy. Shockingly enough, he's probably going to survive it. And do you know why? Because there are so many people that are willing to protect him.
Even Twitter.
Not only that, he's the biggest YouTuber in the world. I mean, like, that kind of title, that kind of responsibility comes with a lot, man, you know, and you can't be doing this. This is why it's such a big deal, man. It sets a scary precedent going forward if people don't act, if people don't say what they should be saying. If he doesn't come out and say, yo, look, I screwed up. Here's what we're going to do to change all this. I mean, this is big stuff, man.
Twitter deleted a community post about Mr. Beast. So overall, it looks like there is a pretty concerted effort to hide this story.
And if you want to see that full video from her, you can. But there's just so much more to this, and it just continues. Mr. Beast is being accused of botting comments. No evidence has been posted showing that he's behind the botting, though. If botting is true, the bots could be from one of the many bot farms that plague every YouTuber's comment section and not just from Mr. Beast. Is Mr. Beast botting fake positive comments? Several random positive comments are from accounts created the same day of commenting. Coincidence? Listen, I mean, even me, a literal nobody on YouTube, my comment section is full of these random bots.
Me too.
Every single time. So I'm not...
It's not full. Chat, you guys aren't all bots, but like the first 10 comments are like, hey, want to play with me? Hey, your videos are so inspiring and love connection. It's bad. It's real bad.
Sure if there's a lot to that or not, but it just adds to the long list of accusations surrounding Mr. Beast.
But now what we've seen is big YouTubers like Ludwig and Asmongold and many others speaking out negatively around Mr. Beast and his continued try and turtle up and just release his videos and just release his toy line. But now you're starting to see Mr. Beast is the monster that YouTube created. As the YouTube giant scrambles amid a myriad of controversies and scandals, we wonder if this was an inevitable outcome in today's flawed, problematic content creation industry. So now the articles and the hit pieces are coming after YouTube, which means YouTube is probably going to be forced to act. We all know, I think it's safe to say, that if Mr. Beast's buddy Chris was not an LGBTQ plus individual, they would have long been punished for this. But that's not how mainstream press and big tech work. They protect these individuals. Being a trans individual has perhaps the most thickest plot armor imaginable. A spokesperson for Mr. Beast pointed to a memo Donaldson sent last week to his team addressing an investigation into bad behavior by people in the company, while noting that the investigation is still underway. Donaldson announced the implementation of sensitivity training and listening sessions, an anonymous reporting mechanism, and planned hiring a chief human resources officer. So again, all he did was like, hey, we're going to do all this woke nonsense. We're going to hire a gender coach. We're going to do this. We're going to do that.
What?
Because, you know, we're going to use wokeness as a shield. And that's exactly what they're doing.
God, man.